If you're new, press the bell icon to get the latest notifications.
Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome back to Luna Classic video update. Right, so today Luna Classic has been on a sideways movement and we are looking at this coin being just a little bit boring, but what I'm about to talk about is something really important because let's start from the scratch once again. So what I'm going to do is remove all the drawings here. I'm actually going to do one thing, not to remove all the drawings, but I'm just going to remove the blue line right there and the circular thing right there and this drawing right here, and you have your technical target to 25,500. Okay, out of this so-called inverse head and shoulder where you have the left shoulder, the head, and the right shoulder right over there. Now we already know this and we've known this for quite a while now if you've been watching the updates so far, and I think it's still a suspense. We really haven't really broken out of this particular resistance, but we're trying to break out of the resistance, and Bitcoin is also looking to move to 25,000. You want to learn more about why Bitcoin is going to go up to $25,000, you can watch the Bitcoin update on the channel, free of cost. You can just check it out there. And one more thing is that on the Discord, I do have my, signals channel that is about to end in the next 6 months. If someone is interested to join that, the link to join Discord is in the description of the video. Do come and join. Now, back to the main thing here. First of all, I want to dive into the daily's RSI. Yesterday, this is what I actually looked at on the RSI, and I really like what the RSI actually did. Ever since back in 16 September last year, we saw the RSI having trouble to be broken out of this place. So you had one resistance on September, you had the second resistance in October, nearly a third resistance in November, and then you had another resistance in December, but you can see that finally January was where you broke out of it. And so far, not only did you break out, but the beautiful thing about the break is that you came down and you bounced off, and now you're above that so far support that was never broken. Since when? If we talk about September, that's nearly 4 months of a break of an RSI. So you might say that, yeah, the candles and the patterns haven't broken out, but the RSI does suggest that it's gonna have to move to the other side, to the upside, other than move to the downside. Except the exception is that when you move below the RSI like this and come down, that's when you're going to see this thing actually moving down to the downside. Because let me just keep, you have to keep an eye, and the only thing you have to keep an eye on is the fact that you yet have to really kind of make the move to 19,534. If you move to 19,534, it's going to be way more clear that this has the intention to continue to move higher. Now, you have to still be careful of the wick culture. I do know that Luna Classic loves to take a lot of wicks, and I think the best stop loss still remains down at 15,349, and it's a really big gap. I personally don't like to have that much of a gap, but I think this, if it ever comes, if the price is ever pushed down to 15,349, that's when we can have a discussion of a movement all the way down to 10,000 probably. Now, before I close the video, one last thing to talk about is the monthly time frame, and the monthly time frame shows one thing. We do have on the right side of your screen, you can see that it's clear that you have 7 days and 12 hours. Within 7 days and 12 hours, if you do see Luna Classic actually meeting the technical target in the next 7 days, which will be amazing, then you are going to make a morning star on a monthly time frame. And when you put a morning star like that, you can retrace all the way down to 23,480 in February and try to backtest 23,000 and continue your journey all the way back to the all-time high, potentially, finger crossed. And that's pretty much it for this update on Luna Classic, and I'm going to see you in the next one. Hello, Hafiz.